The most recently discovered animals in the world. From a bizarre purple frog to the first carnivore discovered in North America in almost 35 years. Here are some of the most bizarre species discovered recently. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss out on such interesting content. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with our list. Number 10. Purple frog. A new frog species discovered in India's Western Ghats is unlike any other frog species on the planet. It's known as the Bhupethe's purple frog, and it has an unusual appearance. The frog has deep purple skin and a pig's nose. Its body is shaped similarly to an amorphous blob. It does not resemble the normal green hopeful tree frog. So what gives this new frog such an odd appearance? According to what scientists have discovered thus far, it appears so weird because it lives underground. Instead of living in the woods and shrubs, the purple frog shelters from predators inside small burrows. It never comes to the surface to feed because it is too busy devouring underground ants and termites. The only reason it was discovered was due to tremendous rains that inundated the area, causing the frogs to come on the surface. Scientists also discovered that when their tunnels are flooded by strong rains, the frogs use the opportunity to mate with other frogs they encounter while wandering aimlessly on the surface. They would probably never mate if it never rained. Number 9. Vampire alien fish. For the first time in over 200 years, a vampire-like fish that appears like an alien and dates back to prehistoric times has been found in the rivers of the United Kingdom. A lamprey is a type of fish that may grow to be approximately the size of a person's forearm and has a circular mouth opening packed with razor-sharp teeth instead of jaws. It's one of the most fearsome fish in the world, reaching a maximum length of 3 feet. Number 8. The Lazula. The Lazula is a brand new monkey species found in 2007 by a team of conservation biologists while investigating the Lomami forest in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. When the researchers spotted a strange monkey attached to a post in the remote forest town of Opala, they were taken aback. They'd never seen the monkey, known as a Lazula by the locals. The little female monkey was supposedly kept as a pet by the school director's daughter, who discovered it after hunters murdered its mother. She had adopted the monkey and had kept it chained to a post throughout town. The researchers continued to explore the area and discovered another captive male and female, before witnessing their first in the wild on the Lomami River's beaches. However, it would take another 5 years for genetic tests to confirm the Lazula as a new species. These primates are persecuted by locals and are nearly extinct, only a few years after being identified by scientists. Number 7. Dancing spider. Scientists in Australia have discovered a new dancing spider. Spiders are supposedly dancing now, as if they weren't horrible enough. The arachnid has been christened Nemo after the cute clown fish from the children's film. And these spiders are found all over Australia and are famed for their brilliant colors and unusual mating dances. In Australia, there are now 92 species of peacock spider. What kind of dancing these spiders actually do is extremely entertaining to observe. When male spiders molt in the spring, which also happens to be mating season, they become incredibly colorful. To attract a female, they jump and dance as if summoning a rain god. Number 6. Giant flying squirrel. A flying squirrel so large that it beyond belief has been spotted in the Himalayas. Sugar gliders, the infamous flying squirrels that became popular home pets in the 1990s before gliding into people's open toilets, have all been seen before. Back then, there was a lot of tragedy. Sugar gliders, in any case, are small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. They're merely tiny newborns. The new flying squirrel discovered in the Himalayas, on the other hand, is a behemoth the size of a huge house cat. Not one, but 2 new squirrel species were discovered. Number 5. Toothless rat. An international team of researchers discovered a toothless shrew rat on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. This strange mouse astounded the biologists, led by Dr. Jacob Esselstyn of McMaster University in Hamilton. The rodent was given a name that is far too long and hard for any rational person to say, thus it is more appropriate to refer to it as the toothless rat. But why is there a rat without teeth? It appears that it does not require them. Its principal food source is earthworms. The rat has no molars and only a short pair of incisors, allowing it to consume soft worms more easily. If you're wondering how uncommon a rat without teeth is, this is the sole species. There are 2,200 known species of rats in the world, and all of them have most, if not all, of their teeth. Dr. Esselstyn believes the rat lost its teeth because they were no longer helpful for survival. It most certainly had teeth at one time, but they were lost as a result of evolution. Number 4. Worm with 100 butts. A worm with far too many butts has been discovered by scientists. What is an excessive number of butts? How about 100 butts? This strange aquatic worm has a single body, one head, and 100 buttocks. This is possible because the worm's body is divided into approximately 100 branches, each of which ends in, you guessed it, a butt. But the oddity doesn't stop there. The worm can reproduce by using its buttocks. When it's time to generate young worms, a butt will develop eyes and a brain, transforming into a single worm. It is a segmented worm known as R. multicaudata. These worms number in the thousands. However, unlike fungi, not many of them can reproduce utilizing branching bodies. Unfortunately, the inner workings of all the butts and brains remain unknown. Scientists are baffled as to how they feed themselves, but we know they exist, which is a start. Number 3. Mystery sea creature. The carcass of an unknown species washed ashore on the shores of Russia's Far East. Nobody has been able to identify it after it was discovered on Sakhalin Island. The dead animal had what appeared to be a beak, fur on parts of its body, and what could have been paws or genuine feet. According to the Siberian Times, the mystery was never solved since a storm swept in and sucked the body back into the ocean after the photos were taken. However, here is what we know about it. The creature's body measured about 6 feet long. Its tail extended another 15 feet. Some believe the beast was a decomposing dolphin, which explains why it appeared so strange. Nobody, however, can account for the fur. It's just too bizarre, and because the animal is no longer alive, we'll never know what this mysterious marine creature was. Number 2. The Olingwedo. A team of Smithsonian scientists has identified a new carnivore species in the Americas for the first time in 35 years. This was one of the most significant animal discoveries in the previous decade. While new amphibians, birds, and insects are reasonably regular, discovering a new type of carnivore in the 21st century is unprecedented. It only weighs approximately 2 pounds, lives largely in Colombia and Ecuador's cloud forests, and has only been properly observed by scientists once. The Olingwedo, according to the one and only observation in the wild, is a creature that is active at night, eats largely fruit, and gives birth to a single youngster at a time. Number 1. Hammerheaded bat. The hammerheaded bat is a real live animal, believe it or not. But it has nothing to do with the hammerhead shark. It's also not the Jersey Devil or a demon. Instead, it's a perfectly normal bat discovered in equatorial Africa that eats fruit and never tries to eat humans. It's the bat's appearance that makes it so weird. It has enormous lips and a large skull, giving it the appearance of a fox with wings.